Good morning, madam. Good morning to my beloved friends. And my name is Vasan. I am from class PKM 1P. So, so I'm standing here today to create an awareness about the most relevant issue in our country is youth suicide, madam. So let's take an overview about the topic youth suicide. Youth suicide is became youth suicide is why youth suicide became a social problem. Youth experience and social isolation and due to the increases dependence on the technological communications. Technical communications at the expenses of in-person interactions. So Malaysia has been seen a rise of suicide attempts that's over to the uh, that's over to the cause in first movement control order last year, madam. So youth suicide is becomes a behavior among the children and adolescents due to some risk factors of youth suicide, madam. And the risk factors of youth suicide is the age, unemployment, mental health problems, mental health problems, and mental family problems and unemployment, madam. So first point is the topic is uh, age, madam. So suicide is the most leading cause for the of death for children and adolescents, madam, because the suicide attempts were held by age to between the age 14 to 24 years old, madam. In addition, the majority of adolescents who are attempting suicide have a significant mental health problems such as depression and stress, madam. In this stage, their life were characterized by movements, changes in emotions such as angry and depression. After that, and transitions from state one state to another state, one state to another state in their mental health, madam. After that, we can move to the second point is the family factors, madam. Family factors played an important role in the youth suicide, madam, because history of mental disorders into our mental disorders such as direct family members themselves, especially stress, depression, and substance abuse, madam. So we can see related to the we can see the another point to the family factor is other than that parental separation or divorces or family history and behavior suicidal behavior are more strongly with completed suicide with other suicidal symptoms. So we can move the third risk factors of the um suicide is unemployment, madam. So unemployment side plays a big role in the youth suicide, madam, because unemployment can be related in youth suicide risk along to direct and indirect pathways like mental illness, financial difficulties, madam. Their results can indicate that confounding factors linked to the socio-economic status and the only part that related to the health selection, madam. So furthermore, ethnicity becomes a risk of factor of youth suicide, madam. We need to able about the understanding racial and social difference, madam. So social difference at the different rates of suicide attempts and the suicide deaths and the suicide deaths are essential more effectively directing the suicide prevention, madam. So racial and ethnic so the racial and ethnic uh, the racial and ethnic becomes a huge problem in our society because there are many statements and many reports will be reported into the Malaysian government because Malaysia has been placed a 42th country is a racial country, madam. So we can move the fifth point is the gender. If the fifth point is the mental youth suicide risk is mental disorder, madam. Most studies I agree that suicide attempts were held by help suicide attempts was closer to the mental disorders, madam. However, mental disorders are found to the contribute to the children's, madam, to the percentage 47 to 74 years, or 24 47 to 24 74, yeah, percentage, madam. So among teenagers, suicide attempts maybe associated with the feelings of stress, anxiety, and depression, madam. And the suicide in the suicide in the teenagers was suffered by the mental disorders by some their work pressure and the education stress, madam, nowadays. So finally I'm state to and finally government should be take many government and the society will be take many preventions based to solve the youth suicide, madam, to solve the youth suicide problem. First thing is uh, government should government should do many campaigns about the awareness of youth suicide among to the childrens and teenagers, to the at their colleges and high school, madam, because because students will because many children and teenagers will be know how youth suicide it will be give many causes to their personal life and their family. After that, after that this society will be not after that suicide is the not option to the any solution, madam, to the any solution problem, madam, because suicide will be affected many golden hurts, and with many people with a golden hurts, madam. So I can my from my opinion, suicide is not an option, and we need to prevent the youth suicide, madam.